Diligence's heroes will take him to the nearest constable. Do you like that idea, Roxetta? Do you think he deserves prison or just death?
I think we should. Go ahead and describe how Mondo does this.
Yeah. So Tareen starts going on this anti-religious tirade, explaining how he was taken in against his will by the Church of ROI as an orphan and sort of indoctrinated into the religious sect and everything, and was beaten and scorned for admiring things of artificial creation, such as, warforged servants or fireworks and everything. And Mondo cuts him off about halfway, sick of his excuses and his bullshit for, just the outright murder of many, many civilians. Just raises his hands up and points at Tareen. The 8 meteors sort of go one after the other, 3 hitting him in his chest, sort of knocking the wind out of him, preventing him from speaking. Some blood comes out of his mouth in this process. 2 of the other meteors hit him in each of his legs, one hitting him directly on the side of his knee, sort of snapping it. There's an audible crunch when this happens. And then the other leg being hit directly on the kneecap. The sheer force of this meteor and the intent behind it itself just goes straight through his kneecap, severing it at that point. It's the flesh is sheared off, the bone is clearly visible. He's bleeding profusely, and the last 3 sort of softly hit him against his temple, just 1 crack, 2 cracks, and then he's sort of wobbling, and the third one puts him out.
Mondo, I wasn't done talking to him. And then I go over.
I'm getting very dry.
I'm gonna cast 1 point of lay on hands to his leg to cauterize the wound to the one that's sheared off.
Your radiant divine magic responding to your current mood just sort of alights in your hand as a sacred flame, so to speak, and you lift the bloody stub up out of the ice and sort of burn it shut, preventing him from bleeding anymore. He's still unconscious, but he's alive.
Can I bring him back to consciousness by smacking him in the head while also casting Cure Wounds?
Roll medicine?
Yes, +5.
Question mark?
+5.
Medicine.
24.
Oh my god.
Hey!
You sort of pull him away from the ice and close his wounds a little bit, and then you smack him with that sacred flame still in your hand. Go ahead and roll your healing for Cure Wounds and burn that spell slot.
I already burned the spell slot.
Right.
Hang on, this is gonna be great. Smack him back to life. 1d8 plus 12. Is that 8? No. 6 plus 3, 9. Whack! 9 points of healing to the face.
Alright. He looks like he's coming to a little bit, but his eyes are sort of darting in different directions. His mouth is hanging open, but he's not saying anything. He's just sort of reeling from the sheer amount of pain that he's in right now. Doesn't seem very coherent at the moment.
God damn it. Lay on hands, 5 points of health.
Just heal him all the way back up so we
Not
can
all
go through
the
the fight all over.
Not all the way, just enough to fucking... I need some information from this motherfucker.
Sort of his breathing, he's breathing a little more deeply. His eyes stop darting as quickly back and forth. What? Why? Just kill me already.
No. I need you to listen to me. I need to know. I understand why you could have some, not remorse, a grudge against the church because they were pretty hard on us back then. But you were a softie, okay? You didn't dedicate yourself to her, and Adawai has protected me and my friends here, and she just protected you with me by not killing you, and not allowing my friend to kill you because you would have been dead by that if I hadn't have told him to ease up on the earth power there. So I need you to tell me where Zandris is. Why you decided to blow this shit up again, and I want everything in your pockets.
He's just looking up at you while you're carrying him towards the nearest keep guard, who's sort of frantically looking around the rubble for everything. Then he sees you guys suspicious and starts walking up. Doreen is sort of over your shoulder like this. Says, "No, you cannot have everything in my pockets. And if ROI sent you to save me, then all I have to say is fuck her." And then he holds his hand up, and there's like a small reddish bead in the palm of his hand.
Fuck! The things he's making.
Use his claws to crush it.
He's gonna fucking he's gonna self-splode. He's gonna fucking
Counterspell question mark?
It's an item. It's not an actual spell.
I throw him as soon as I see the shiny thing. Please.
You guys need to make dexterity saving throws.
Fuck.
Second 19, so that's 19. Oh yeah, 24.
Oh,
24. You're good. You see what's going down.
16.
You know what kind of magic this is. You just sort of, use your wings not to gain altitude, but to just gain horizontal distance away from him. You're still going to get caught in a little bit of the blast. Yours was
16.
16. Okay. That I believe that fails. Fortunately. Just 1 second.
Fuck! There's no way I could do that. He said he can't have anything in his pockets, but I couldn't just grab whatever's in his pockets as I'm running away from the explosion.
Can I have some D6s?
Oh. Just as I suspected. Le bide le flammable. Ouch. Ouch.
Alright. You take 16 points of fire damage. You take 31 points of fire damage. I need to roll the saves for...
Ouch.
Might be a little late for this, but...
Rattle and Bird both fail.
Where's Grim?
Grampton did not jump out of the cart, but you also didn't see him get into the cart. So Grampton's around here somewhere. As you're thinking of this, you're just like, oh fuck, I lost Grampton.
And that's where we start the one shot. Search for Grampton.
Okay. I gotta do some damage real quick like. Berg's little body is just flung yet again like a throwing star. A good 15 feet away, hits the ground, skids to a stop. You guys think he might be dead for a second, and then you just hear a little, fuck.
Berg, are you okay?
No. Are you? God,
No! I'm
what
not.
kind of company do you keep?
He was the bad apple. He was the crab apple.
Mondo just wipes the blood and viscera off of his face.
Yeah, you guys are covered in what's left.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! He fucking. Can I look?
A little piece of black fur off my forearm.
I'm covered in his.
Somebody add poor hide to their inventory.
No!
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I imagine.
I want to see what's in
everything-
his pockets.
Yeah, everything I imagine was destroyed other than any medals he had on him.
Fucking.
Which would also be fragmented at this point.
Right.
Nothing.
His arrows are broken and torn. I mean, you can make an investigation check, see if you can find anything around the area that.
Dark Shadows got good investigation. +1. 14.
14. Looking around, just this. The bombs are not stopping in the city. They're slowing down considerably, but they're still going off. So amidst your ears still ringing from the explosion that was, right at the epicenter of where everybody was at, and all like the scorched ground and everything, you're able to find like 2 half-melted gold pieces on the ground.
I'm no stranger to melted metals. I'm taking it. 2 pieces.
Rattle is sort of limping over to Berg. Rattle's gonna pick Berg up and start heading for the wall where one of the guard outposts is. They're gonna try and seek some shelter in there. What are you
I'm
guys
following. Well, no, wait. I'm gonna lay on hands myself. The rest of my pool. Yeah, 24 points.
doing? Dun, 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 dun.
I'm
Right.
gonna go collect that comically large weapon
All right.
just for its resale value or its use. That would not fit in the bag of holding.
Okay.
though.
Oh, there we go.
I mean, not through the top of the bag, so we wouldn't be able to get it in
Can't
there.
believe I wasted my magic on that motherfucker.
Well,
Now I'm covered in them. Ugh.
just me and Rakshata looking at the guards, which I imagine have their own little bit of viscera. May it not be nearly as bad as
Guard.
what we went through.
Yeah, this is
Alright.
one dude.
That guard sort of ducked out of the way
Huh.
whenever the explosion went off as he was making his way towards you guys. However, the direction that he sort of jumped in was behind a loose pile of rubble, and the explosion sent a rock directly through his head.
Holy
He's
shit!
on the ground.
I'm not. I just used all my magic on myself. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna get down and pray for this soul because I can't properly bury it. Screw the other one.
Alright, you guys make religion checks.
Please, Edward, praise me once more. Let me see your face in this.
so like just
face
so
in this
in tune
stranger.
with like the experience Mondo had the night before. That's for religion check.
Yeah.
+4.
Plus
You had 9.
religion plus 6, so that's a 25.
Nice.
Mine's a 9. I didn't do well.
Mondo and Rakshata sort of, leaning over this body of somebody who was just trying to, help you guys escape the calamity that had struck the city at this point, and sort of mourning the death of somebody that you didn't know. You feel a very warm but somber moment between the two of you in silence as you just pray for safe passage into the afterlife for this person, and hope silently to yourselves that there are more people out there like him. Altruistic. But after that, what are you guys doing?
Yeah. Mondo, I'm wiping the tears away with all the viscera. Do you think you could do the thing with your magic and make us not covered in stuff?
Just press the digitation, but new tears are forming, so it's like just anything, so he's not just laying there.
No.
As you're carrying the body back over to the guard post, that Rattle and Berg are walking towards a few of the guards that stayed on the wall, sort of go, towards you and collect him from your grasp and carry him in one of the makeshift gurneys into the wall's shelter.
Why would he do something like this? We should have killed him when he had the chance. I just wanted information. I didn't want it to end like this. We need to find Sherry and Treyon.
And our comfort people. I want to go back to the fountain.
Okay.
I miss being home.
We just I feel like me and Mondo have like a nice hug in the alley.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we need to get their shit together.
Sort of patting you guys on the back, trying to make you feel better. Berg turns to Mondo and says, "I think Rattle and I should probably stay here for a little while.
What?
I don't have anything to
safe.
patch up these wounds, and I can't move on this leg. And
Wait,
Rattle's
just
pretty beat up."
don't. I still have my healing magic. We can't leave you here.
We can only do so much here without you. We have airship
can't.
stuff to do very
Yes.
far away. Unless you want us
There's-
to pick
there-
you back up on the way
That's
back.
right. Do you think they kept the same? Do you think they're on the same track going towards the airship?
Who? Our newfound friends?
Treyon and
Yes.
Sherry.
I
told-
they are headed that way as long as they didn't get intercepted by guards for some reason, or if they got messed with by an explosion. But we also had to find Grant, and we need to get on the move. He's an old man, and he can get lost very, very quickly.
Yeah, I'm doing second level cure wounds. So that's 2 spell slots. Out of 5 out of my 6. Oh wait, no, it's a second level, so that's 1 second level, not 2 1 levels, right? Okay.
But
I'm using that one of my second levels on Berg and the other on Rattle.
Alright, roll
So I'm
healing.
using both of my second levels. So that's 2d8 plus 3 for each of them. So I'm doing Berg first. That's 10 for Berg and 4 for Rattle. I'm so sorry, Rattle. I try. Oh wait, that's 2. That's 2d8. Only did 1, so that would have been 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for Berg, and then 2 is 5. That's 12. 11 on Berg and 12 on Rattle.
Alright.
Only did 1 on each. Sorry. I'm
Rattle
used
sort
to
of slowly gives you a feathery thumbs up.
I clasp his hand and.
Sort of like he's trying to let you have the moment, but you also feel like a slow yank at your hands to
right, just
let
testing
it go.
to
Yeah.
see if the grip is still there. But you never said. Do you want us to swing back around to pick you up from here? Or are you making some last minute connection?
I'm doing a bit better now, thanks to Rakshata. I feel like I might be able to make it back to the airship, but we gotta haul ass.
Let's
finding
do
Grant.
it. Let's
Absolutely.
we should probably look for the closest bar. I feel like he would. I feel like he's the type of man that would be like, it's the end of the world. Let's go get a drink.
Yes, that does sound formidable, but also he can't just use his incense and just.
Oh wait a minute, guys.
Oh, I obviously pull out Find My iPhone and I look for his location.
So you pull up the beat in this guard area where several other people are being, hastily treated. And you activate the beat and you see several faces, even people who are like mortally wounded are like, whoa.
Cool ass sight.
The guards are like, is that illegal? So
Charge them for that.
you pull up the map and it's sort of already focused on the Flame Keep area. You see Grampton's blip moving rather slowly towards the gate that you guys came through
Okay.
initially.
So they're on the right
It's
track.
like he watched us go in a direction and he's just been slowly
Yeah.
making his way.
Goodness gracious.
I guess we'll cut it. We'll cut him off. I'm not gonna fly or anything unnecessary at him.
To be more specific, is the gate that I was talking about was the one that you entered the city.
Yeah, they're yes.
Yeah.
So the
On the
opposite
way.
side of town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where we're headed.
Okay.
So they're on the right track.
Well, still not gonna fly.
Okay. Well, at least we know what this. At least
Yeah.
we know what that is.
Keeping the map open to make sure he doesn't do some kind of weird U-turn and we get confused. I'm gonna keep it.
All right. It seems like he's on the right track. You guys are walking, jogging, running. What are y'all doing?
Berg, get on my back.
Okay.
Rattle, get on my back. Berg, get on.
Me, I'll hold him.
Yes.
All right.
And then we're gonna.
All right. Just roll a quick athletics. To get Rattle mounted up. Like Guy Sensei
Plus
Kakashi.
2. Dirty 20.
Nice. So you sort of scoop Rattle up onto your shield saddle, get on all fours, and take off. You just sort of, your wings start flapping, and Berg's like, fine. You sort of underarm and take off. With the map open, you see that Grampton has made it to where the gate is on the map and has stopped.
Okay.
So he's just sort of there on the map. You guys are flying/running for about 5 to 6 minutes. I need you guys to make dexterity checks.
Okay.
10.
Plus 1. 14.
14. So as you guys are making your way through, you can tell that this section of the city that you're going through right now was one of the earliest hit by the bombs that had detonated, and the rubble is still kind of settling. There's a large chimney that's sort of half gone that starts to creak over and fall. Mondo, being airborne, you see this happening and cry out to Rakshata just in time for her to sort of dodge to the left while she's running, with the chimney collapsing onto the ground, narrowly missing you.
Whoa.
So you guys are continuing on, keeping pace. Just a quick acrobatics from you guys. You with advantage since you're airborne.
Fucking needed it too. For my acrobatics.
7.
Oh, acrobatics is dex based. So 18.
18?
7.
Alright, so
Crushed to death.
flying through, you're seeing a lot of, as you're moving towards the edge of the city, you're seeing less damaged areas and areas where the rubble is already settled pretty well. It's pretty rough terrain for Rakshata as she's, getting stuck in areas where the street has been totally blocked by stone, causing you to sort of divert and try and find your way around rubble with several other areas that have been blocked off. You, however, you can just fly straight over, not giving you really any problems. It does take you a little bit more time to get towards the gate because you're having to direct Rakshata from overhead. After about 25 minutes of travel, you guys are coming up on the gates, which are ruined.
Oh shit.
The tower wall in this area and the gate itself is collapsed, and there's just a massive pile of rubble here. Grampton's sort of in front of it, just like, let me out! Rah!
Oh.
The nerve of these people! Let me in so casually and then won't let me leave!
Now, I didn't want to spook Berg by saying this out loud. Please tell me Bentley is with Grampton.
No,
Yes.
Bentley was at the airship, wasn't
We
he?
left
Oh
him at
yeah,
the
you guys
airship?
did send him back.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been at the airship by himself for a whole day.
Oh, he needs before Okay.
So, how are you guys getting through this?
So how high is this? Let's
It's
see
about a 30-foot tall wall.
I see where this is going. You know what? But instead of doing what the easiest way, the hard way, I'm gonna take our new fucking rope of climbing.
All right.
Where the fuck did we get that again?
We robbed it.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
the stuff you guys stole from the night market.
Oh, yes, that. Adonai be praised, please.
It was only possible because you were hating on that freaking gnome so hard.
Yeah, it built up. And after connecting it,
Just roll a dex check to see if you can. Wait, you can cause it to animate, right?
Yeah.
With the command word,
Yes.
and then it'll wrap around on its own. All right, so we'll just say that.
I'd say for flavor,
crazy.
since I was gonna be like to set the scene anyway, I was gonna fly after setting the rope. So I'm just gonna fly it over and then just.
All right, so Mondo flies up and gets the rope tied to the top of the rubble. Berg and Rattle just sort of standing there. Grampton still shaking his fist at this pile of rubble, talking about all sorts of different woes that you guys have no idea about. He doesn't seem to pay any mind to the situation that's going on around you guys. Rockshotter, you headed up the rope first.
I mean, I guess I should, since I got a climbing speed of the 40.
Alright, so you sort of get a running start and clamber up the rope pretty easily. It doesn't take you long to, get up and over the other side. You're set on the other side, watching Mondo floating overhead, taking a look at everybody and what's going on. Berg, he's struggling a little bit. It takes him much longer just because of his height to make his way up the rope. And you guys are watching Berg struggle up this rope for a good, 20 minutes.
You can
You're
do
welcome
it!
to stop him before it gets to
I'm not
that,
gonna stop
length
him.
of
I'm
time.
gonna use the animation portion to just kind of bring him up like an elevator.
Alright, so this sort of knot in the rope forms right behind Berg's ass and just sort of lifts him up and over while he's winded halfway up the halfway point. So he's quarter of the way up.
Halfway.
That's
But yeah,
great.
he gets dropped off the other side into Rockshot's arms.
Oh, there you are.
And that's how I'll bring everybody up, just to make it easier.
Alright. The rope sort of knots itself in several different sections along it, making it much easier to climb up the rope. Grampton, still huffing and puffing the whole way up, makes his way over just a couple minutes, and you guys are all on the other side.
Oh no! What about Sherry and
Rattle got up too.
what about Mondo? What about Rattle? I mean not Rattle. Sherry and Suri.
So they're in a cart headed. Let me check.
Did they make it through the town before
I checked
it
on
bombed?
They are, as you're still in the Flame Keep section of the map, you do not see their names anywhere. Zooming out a little bit, you can see that they are on the road outside of the Flame Keep, so they did make it through the gates just before the collapse.
Yes. Alright.
And I see all the blips are accounted for.
Yeah, Sarit, Tran, and Ricky.
Alright. Well, I guess we should probably just go ahead and go to the airship, right?
Let's get to the airship. Let's
Fuck
get
out of here. I'm tired of explosions.
Well, since it's just the four of us, and we just had all that fun,
Oh, that's fun.
race you to it, and I just take off with Bird.
Oh my gosh.
Alright.
Do the same thing with Rattle.
Athletics.
Ooh.
Oh! Can't be worse than mine.
Absolutely, it can.
Oh no.
Well, I did a 5 minus 3, so 2.
Oh, Okay.
Well, mine's not one. So.
Oh, You guys,
Pretty close. Fuck.
stressed out and still having that adrenaline going, like everything feels like it's moving so fast, including, your perception of your own speed. You guys feel like this is a very close race, and then you get to the designated ending point, turn back, look at each other when you guys have only traveled like maybe 35 feet.
You know what's
But it was an intense race.
I was wrong.
Oh wow, this is not a good day for us. I just took out my water skin.
Yeah.
You guys
landed on a 1-2.
You guys take a second, catch your breath, and sort of settle on a slower pace, making your way back towards the airship.
To the X. X marks the spot.
All right, let's keep going. I guess.
You guys get to the river's edge, crossing it the same way you did last time.
Oh gosh, the ultra swimming contest style.
Yeah.
Shit. I still have my cloak and mana ray, so yeah, I can do it. I need to eat something first though, so I'm gonna eat one of these fine apples. Anyway, want an apple?
It tastes questionable.
What? You said it was fine.
It was fine when you got it.
When did we get? It wasn't that long ago, was
It
it?
was when we initially left in the airship.
Oh
while I was going
shit.
to pick her up, but, well,
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
a couple days, so
Yeah,
there's like little
but-
spots in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not that bad. It's fruit.
That was one of the apples you got off the ground, though, I believe.
No.
Because you didn't go climbing for the apples whenever you guys were at the orchard.
That was when I was picking up Grampton.
I was catching the ones that Mondo was throwing.
I was
Or
picking
wait.
up Grampton.
Oh.
Anyway,
Whatever, I'm eating
doesn't
it.
matter. It's just an apple.
Yeah, either way.
So Rakshata scarfs down an apple real quick, dives down into the river. After a little while, you see her surface on the other side. You, I assume, carry Berg over, no problem.
Yeah, I dip his feet in the water as we.
You pretends to be running across the water with his dagger out really quick. Whenever you guys get to the edge of the river, he does a quick little slash as you let him go. It's like, that felt awesome.
Yeah. We're gonna have to do that again. Except torso.
Okay.
Now I gotta make a new combination move. But
Perfect.
Grampton is sort of just sitting at the river's edge waiting for you to drop
Yep.
Berg off, but he appears to be tinkering with something just in his lap, hunched over it.
We haven't got to see him use his skills much. He's always too busy being high.
Yeah, I mean, he was shopping
Or
while
in
you
dire
guys were
straits.
shopping,
Yeah.
but he didn't have much, so he didn't acquire much.
Yeah. And he
Maybe switching
disclosed that he
dishes.
did in fact spend almost everything he had on drugs. Which, But yeah, I drop Berg off and I go back to get Grampton.
Alright, he does not stop tinkering with this object as you're carrying him over the river. The incense apparently has him laser focused on this specific object.
Mood.
He drops a piece of one of his tools into the river. No!
I was going to specify that I was going to hold out my hands, but I'm so glad I didn't.
Oh, I'm just over on the other side of it, just like horse laughing. Oh my god.
Your
I feel
ribcage
this-
hurts really bad
I
from
feel
where it's
this-
still got pieces of arrow
yeah.
shrapnel in it, but
Oh yeah.
Mondo just
it
red
makes you almost laugh harder.
red in the face, trying not to directly laugh at Grampton right behind him, just
Alright.
landing on the other side.
Oh.
Jove!
March over! of everything I had left.
Okay. Oh, but I'm Barbie at the end of Toy Story 2 right now on my cheeks. Okay,
So,
anyway.
Grampton's somber. He's just
we
sort of
sad
like kicking
now.
up dirt, walking back to the airship. Let's see if he picks up on this. God, I hate how slow this phone is. Alright, yeah, he doesn't. He's just sort of walking through. Ugh. Today's awful. Something smells horrible.
You smell something.
Perception checks. All factory based perception checks.
+6, bitch. Oh, okay. +5. No, it's 21.
You smell the same sort of like odd scent
What is this?
that Grampton's picking up on as you guys are walking deeper into the forest. It's sort of getting stronger and stronger. Rockshata, you're sort of looking through the woods and you happen to see two smoldering corpses. Rather large corpses.
Don't tell me. No, is it the... Is it the...
Are you going over to investigate?
I cover my nose and I go over to see.
Alright, you're over there at the corpses, and they are the bodies of two cyclopes.
I knew it!
However, do not look like the cyclops that you guys encountered today.
Still not cool.
I put my hand across my holy symbol on my chest, and I pray for these two beings to cross peacefully and pray for a gentler place in the world for all lycanthrope and animalistic people.
Okay.
And
Roll
just that's
religion.
general xenomorph people.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
All
fine.
the different
Pray
races.
for the aberrations. Mind flares. I hope they sleep well tonight.
Religion +4. Let's go. 14. Please hear me out way.
14. As you're praying for these two bodies before you, unaware of what got them in this position in the first place, the stench is really getting to you, and you're unable to really focus. And instead of that warm embrace that you feel typically, there's a very chilling sort of like set of goose flesh that just erupts throughout your body.
Okay.
It's not pleasant.
I go back to my friends. It seems that more of Adawai cultists have done away with some cyclopeds, and it's I tried to pray, but I couldn't concentrate before the smell was getting to me. It wasn't the ones that we encountered though, the ones that we saved. So
Good.
I hope they're safe.
Still, I wonder if this is a much bigger problem in the area than what we even realize, or if it even extends all the way back home to us in Sharn. I don't like the sound of this though. Extremists, regardless of who they follow, can never be good.
Yeah, I definitely agree. So I guess we're just gonna keep going.
Yeah.
You guys are walking for another 15 minutes through the woods, and you get back to where you had hidden the airship. Bentley sort of perks up from within the cabin of the airship and looks through one of the windows with his tail wagging. He runs out quickly to greet you guys.
Bentley, I've learned to love his drooly face. And just
He accepts pets from everybody and walks up over to Berg and is nuzzling him and just says, sad.
No, you learned another word. give him a pound of the smoked deer meat.
That's fair.
Yeah. It's not that much for a mastiff.
You guys,
I'm 37 left, by the way.
are you guys like taking a rest at the airship, or are you already getting ready to go?
Do you guys want to? We could always get it in the air, and as long as I make sure the door is affixed to the ship, we can keep going with it and rest. So that's what do you guys want to do? Do you want to spend one more night here?
What time is it in the day?
It's still pretty early. It's about 10:30 in the morning.
Oh, yeah, we should probably, we can take short nappies on
Sure,
our way
if
back. Where do we
need be.
go? We're heading towards Fumi and Philo still, right?
Mm-hmm.
Main objective? Okay.
That's our current goal.
Sweet. I'm just trying to make sure I still do goal.
Let's you know,
How
get this
far do you
puppy in
think
the
we
air.
are?
I'll pull out the map.
From your current location to where Fumi and Philo are right now, got I'd say a good 200 miles to cover.
Okay. I think we can do this.
North,
Can I do?
Just east from here.
Can I? This is Greg's Orchard, right?
No.
That we're in.
No.
No,
We're
that's
at the X.
We're at the
You guys are
Yeah.
in the
River
burnt
crossing.
wood,
Okay.
very far away from Jarn.
The X. Yeah.
Okay.
Day.
Sorry, I keep forgetting. The towns, they get
That's
mixed
okay.
up in my brain.
It's okay.
Can I do one quick look around the area that we landed in to like look for forageables?
Do an investigation.
It should be nature.
Fine. Roll nature.
+2 instead of +1. 12.
Did it help?
No, I mean I got a 10. Tell me, what did I find? Please tell me I found
You're
something.
looking around and there's not
Edibles.
very much in this forest. I mean, a lot of the trees are either petrified or dead from the patrolling airships wreathed in fire.
That's right.
Constant flame.
Fucking
Being barricaded down.
damn, we got lucky that the thing didn't get. That it didn't get.
Well, it's not like they drop like flames down that like slap against
No,
the
it's
ground.
just
it's
the
like top.
radiant heat coming off of the ship.
Mm-hmm. More or less, just doesn't allow any like greenage to. Would instantly just pretty much every day be melted in a sense.
Okay. Alright, well, I couldn't find anything in the woods, so I suppose it's time for us to
We
go.
have everything we need, and in theory, we can go into the mansion if we need water. I look at my water skin. That by this point, it's like an 8th full because we've gone a while without refilling.
I can say retroactively that whenever you guys crossed the river the first time, you filled them up, and on the way back you would have filled them up.
Sure.
Because I mean, you guys are on the road quite often.
Yeah. What about are Sherry and Treyon? Are they going by carriage to Sharn?
Yes, them and Ricky are now currently headed to Sean.
That's right. Okay. And yeah, that's right. We wrote a little letter and put it in their pocket and gave them some money. And okay. All right. Let's fire this puppy up. I got the key, so.
We might actually, if we move quick, really, really quick, we might be able to almost get there the same time they do. Because you got to think every night they have to go to sleep and
Feed the horses and sometimes they don't, want to be, nice.
yeah.
Don't want to cooperate.
But we've never had that out of Daisy, so
Yeah, Daisy's sweet. They better be taking good care of her. Okay,
Alright.
let's get in the ship. I'll take the first round of driving.
I'll start up the mansion, but I'm gonna hang outside until I show.
Alright. So you go ahead and fire up the airship. There's a familiar sort of whirring wind sound as it's gaining lift. Some of the larger pieces of foliage that you guys had sort of leaned against it to hide it a little bit better, make it look like some sort of shelter, just sort of fall over as it's levitating off of the ground basically. And you get over the tree line and I guess head east. So what speed are you taking it at? Just the normal cruising speed, or are you guys trying?
We're
to
going full throttle, baby.
Well, full throttle would.
Well, full throttle once we've got like lots of space in the air.
I mean,
Oh,
you're
yeah, the
at an
altitude.
where you're above the tree line.
Isn't the max like 4,000 feet?
No, our max is what happens when Mondo's able to imbue it with his magic. But with it not being a presented option at the moment, we'll just go.
It is. The first time that it happened, you realized that your dragon mark ability was tied to the elemental inside the airship.
Right.
So if you were to cast gust again within the cabin, you could expect the same results.
Okay, I'll give that a go. I'll just to get us up to that top speed for a little bit, so we're making good time.
All right, so Rakshada pushes the throttle all the way up. It locks into place, and Mondo lifting his hand up and having his dragon mark glow with arcane energy, and then casting
So
gust
cool.
through it. You guys are rocketing through the air, very, very fast.
Whoa, Mondo, that shit's so cool. Every time you do it,
Really
it makes your dragon mark glow. You haven't been able to see it, but when it happens, it glows. Whenever you try to imbue your magic.
You know, I learn new things about this every day, and I have a feeling I've hardly even scratched the surface. I'm sure you. But you know,
badass.
while we kind of just have a little bit of free time, I had a religious awakening last night.
Oh,
You know,
tell me about the religious awakenings.
So-
For mine have been not. That's great.
My brain is trying to, in a way, tell me that it's a dream, but it didn't feel like a dream.
Mm-hmm.
And I had Scrondo take down all my notes when I
Oh.
woke up, so I can show you later. But pretty much, it's as if I don't know if I went beyond Eberron as we know it or what, but I was looking at it was 9 seats, right?
Oh.
Yes, I believe so.
I was looking at 9 chairs, and only 5 of them were filled, and I don't know exactly what they represented, but
The 9.
I asked them where we could draw from our most power, and he pointed right here,
Ah.
which I don't know what that stands for or what that means, but you know, I think last night I learned the lesson I've been trying to convey to all of you this whole time. That what we are working with, every little piece of a person or of a machine has to be working in tandem to provide optimal results. That's no different with religion. I don't know. I think I'm having a change of heart. This whole time I've been looking at nothing but the brain, but I never paid attention to anything else.
I can see that. Yeah. You've changed a lot since we've been on the ship.
That's very, very true. I think
A lot less pompous and a lot more understanding of people's emotions, for sure.
I think meeting you all, it changed me in a way. I think it changed all of us.
Yeah, I think
You know, Rattle never spoke not a single word to us while we were on the ship. So he's come a very long way.
Mm-hmm.
Berg,
Snap.
kind of look up. Look at Berg. Even he's coming out of the shell a little bit.
Yes, and I go over there and I hug him like I would like a toddler, like smush face to face. You know, like.
Look at
He
Grampton.
loves it.
An old timer getting a little bit of redemption.
I suppose.
I'm excited. I'm excited to have Grampton. I wish.
Oh.
Man. Dang it! I should have retroactively like swam to the bottom and grabbed his tool.
I was about to try to say, so is the tool he was using worth less than 5 silver?
No.
Okay, then I can't recreate one for him at the moment. Too bad.
But in Mondo's magnificent mansion, he can
Of
use
course.
anything.
Yeah, he could have a better version of whatever the fuck he was just using.
Cool.
You know, if you tinker.
Every time.
Last night you got to enjoy the bar, but you did not get to you didn't get to enjoy some more of the purposeful parts we have in the mansion. We have just a place you can go. You can sharpen your swords. There's tinkering devices. Really, just to your heart's desire. Go wild.
A workshop, you say? I was unaware. That's incredible.
Yeah,
I love it.
He immediately heads into the mansion.
Wait, before he steps into the mansion.
Yes.
It's going to be your turn after Mondo driving the ship.
I'm not feeling so well.
Oh, God.
He shuts the mansion door.
Okay.
It's okay. We'll let Bentley and Samira cover it for a little bit.
Rattle like
We're
throws his
joking.
wings
We're
up and like
joking.
gestures to the multitude of wounds on his body
Oh.
while like Grampton leaves.
Feeling ill versus.
Versus being ill.
Yeah.
I can't I'm driving, so I can't cast Cure Wounds on Rattle right now.
I can't.
Rattle's gonna go in after Grampton in the mansion for a rest.
Okay.
Nice. I'm gonna
Just
stay.
send me, Mondo.
Yep.
Read me the scribe from Scrondo. Oh wait, you can't take it out
Yeah,
of the mansion.
once we're
Damn it.
both inside at the same time, I'll be happy. But we'll take this first little shift. So retroactively, I did say I was grabbing that bow, but obviously Mondo isn't lugging this huge fucking. So retroactively, what I say, it was on Rockshot's shoulders or something.
I mean,
What?
would
The
you have
ballista?
carried the great bow for
Yeah.
Mondo back?
If you wanted it.
All right.
Sure.
I'll say in that case, it's about an hour later in the day, as it would have reduced her travel time, especially with Rattle on her back. But other than that, you still have the great bow in the cabin.
Just so we could just set that down in here. I'm trying to think of maybe something we could I don't know, attach to the ship that could assist with the ballistas. You know, maybe take a little bit of.
Don't we already have the actual bows for the ballistas?
Well, we have bolts, yes.
Oh, you mean like
Grampton
Grampton could
might
potentially mount it,
We could talk to him about it.
make it like swivel.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm. And I pull out
Could
one
have
of the
protection.
ballista fucking bolts that has the sack on the end. I still don't know what these do.
Wow. Oh.
So, you know,
Wait, how many of those did you have? I need to add them to the inventory.
If Rockshot slows this thing down, we can find out.
yeah, but what if it's really cool and we waste it?
We'll know until we shoot it.
That's a good point. But we could have said the same thing about the bombs.
True.
But I have. I think it's okay. Okay, yeah. There's 10 total, 3 of which have the sacks.
Okay. 10 ballista bullets. Bolts, not bullets. 3 of which have sacks. And 3 sacked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, interesting.
Alright, so while you're operating the airship, is there anything that you want to do with your downtime?
Trying to think. Yeah, I could go watch Crampton, or I could get my trance in now. I'll go inside real quick, check on Crampton, see whatever he's up to, then I'll probably have dinner or dinner.
As you walk into the mansion, there's a new door directly beside the entrance that leads directly into the workshop, as that was your intention. You walk directly in and see Grampton at a desk, just sort of fiddling away at this smaller metal object with these spectral tools. There are different sets of tools being held by different Mondos standing around him. A every once in a while he'll set one down and then just reach out and the Mondos will hand him one. He'll just keep sort of fiddling with it.
Alright, yeah. He doesn't. He's so busy. He doesn't even notice me walking in.
No.
I come up behind him. So, what you working on?
I'm getting a little up there, as you may know. And I do get lonely at times. Forget why I've gone somewhere or done something, so to speak. So I'm making a small companion to aid me in my travels, in case I ever find myself without you guys again.
Well,
I call him Mindo.
No.
He's sort of like the because it's like a tiny like little robotic serpent. He's got 2 legs and like these little antennae that are sort of shaped to look like elf ears. And it's inactive at this point, but it's smaller than even Bird. He's like about yay big.
Oh, he's making himself a
is he a
doll.
homunculus?
It's not a homunculus per se. It's like a sort of like a robot. It's like a half homunculus robot automaton.
Yeah.
Its uses are limited,
Right.
but it can be helpful in certain circumstances.
Nice. That's
What is my purpose? You pass butter. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I just look at him. That's quite nice. Right?
No.
It's quite nice.
No, seriously. I cannot remember what I made him to do. I made him for a specific purpose, and I'm mulling it over, and I feel like that missing component was the secret as to what he was supposed to do. It escaped me,
He just sort of continues working on it.
I'm gonna
They're just
attempt
scared.
to identify it? Question mark.
Yeah, go for identify. Burn that spell slot.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have it written up yet, but it should be in his character sheet. Just 1 second.
Great bow. It's not a good bow, it's a great
Yeah, so it's typically referred to as a steel defender.
Okay.
It shares his initiative count, so it would go immediately after him in combat. Unless it's ordered to take a specific action, it always takes the dodge action. That's about it.
Okay. Yeah, I was more or less just doing it to try to find out its quote unquote purpose.
Its purpose is sort of to you can cast not cast but roll insight instead of burning that identify spell slot because it's relatively simple.
So I rolled a 6 minus 1 of a 5.
Grahamton just wants company.
That's okay. We've all been there. Well, looks great. Make sure to get some good sleep tonight.
Never.
I go. Instead of sleeping in my room, I'm gonna sleep in the chair in the library. I'm gonna go into a trance.
Alright, you start trancing it up in the library.
Look at it, looks like what?
Can you roll perception for me real quick, Lack?
Perception push 4. A natural 20.
Nice. Alright, so looking out these windows, even at the pace that
So
you're going,
lonely.
you're starting to get used to, darting your eyes across everything that's passing by you super quickly. You're able to see small villages and, relatively medium-sized populations sort of traveling to and from multiple different villages. Way far off in the distance, you can see another one of the airship patrols that passed overhead the burnt wood before, but it's far. It's so far that you can barely make it out. So you assume that they can hardly see you at all.
Alright. Okay. As long as we still have the logo marked off of the ship, we should
It's just
still be
painted
good.
like we still haven't updated it, so it's just black paint on the side of it.
Alright, well.
It's a black ship,
Yeah.
so.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep on trucking, I guess.
All right, you're at the helm for a good 5 hours. Mondo, your trance would have been up by now.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you whether or not you continue. However, as soon as Mondo went into the mansion, the pace for the airship slowed.
Yeah.
So
it's
now,
probably later.
I'd say it's cresting around 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's up to you whether or not you continue.
I think. Let's see. Anything I can do? I guess I'm just gonna keep on trucking.
All right. So,
Keep on airshipping.
do you stay in the mansion or head back
No,
out?
I grab a little snack, scarf it down, and then I come out.
All right. Perception or investigation checks. Only make investigation if you're looking for something in particular.
Except both of us are just him.
You make perception.
Oh, that's a 6.
I mean, danger. I mean, I'm not
Danger.
I'm not looking for
All right, perception.
specifically. Natural 20.
Nice. All right. Rakshata, it's the light of the day with you guys traveling east. It's with the angle that it's hitting the windshield, it's casting a glare. It's pissing you off. You're not able to really see much that's going on. Oh no, you're just simply shielding your eyes from the light, looking through normally. Nothing really catches your eye as too, hostile at the moment. With the distance that you guys have covered, right now, all that lays before you is just this massive grassland / desert. Like, some aspects of it are entirely desolate and dry, and others are a little more lush with grass and wildlife sort of scattered throughout.
Okay. It's really pretty.
Okay.
Keep on driving.
Yeah, just keep on trucking.
Show us our location.
So, you guys left from here.
Yep.
You traveled directly east. So, I would say you went northeast to avoid that little area of the moorland. After about 5 hours at top speed, you would be about here. So, making your way out of the Nightwood into the Ashen Spires. It's just a small little mountain range. Smaller than even the towers of Sharn in this area, but still a mountain range nonetheless.
Okay.
The airship would be easily passing over the summits of these mountains as you're going through. Are you passing the controls off?
I try to need the nappy.
Cat nap.
Yep.
I'll take over.
So you take over as it.
Before he takes over. Can you see how close we are to Fumi and Philo yet on the
Actually,
map?
I was planning on doing that. Yes, we'll see.
Sweet.
And since I'm about to take over, I just put it in its little spot where I keep it when I'm driving. Just a second.
Okay. It's about a half day's travel is what it looks like at y'all's current pace.
We might be able to make it about 2-3 hours after sundown.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Well, and we keep it going. We might be there before next morning.
Okay.
So
I'm just ready to see if they're okay.
me too.
I'm gonna go take a nap. Thanks for giving me a little more levity.
Alright. Is there anything you're doing in the mansion with your downtime while he's driving?
Well, first I'm gonna try and meditate before I nap, just so I can try and feel Arrow's presence.
Alright.
So religion? Question mark. Sword. 13.
Doing quick prayer before bed, just as your due diligence, makes you feel a little better at first, and then you just can't get the smell from those burning corpses out of your mind. And it sort of interrupts your concentration.
Okay. Take a nappy.
Alright. You knock out. Even though after a while it would be getting darker, I'd say after about 3 hours of travel, if you want to make a perception check and then decide whether or not you want to continue at the current pace or slow down.
Okay, percept 19.
19.
Jeez. Nice.
Looking through, there seem to be a few things of note over this mountain range that you had initially taken over 10-4. But the negative space between a few of these mountains almost looks like a bundle of wheat to you, in a way. You sort of have to cock your head to the side a little bit, but it's very odd the way the mountain range is specifically shaped in that way. But you think nothing of it and continue on.
Other than, of course, the notable wheat and our little symbol, but other than that,
Yeah.
just keep it going.
What?
Might need to take a break from that for just a minute because it's I need to free up space and it might cut us off again.
Oh, shit.
All right, I guess we're going to take a small break here so that we can make sure that the stream can continue without issue, and we will resume in just a few minutes.
Okay. Be right back, guys.
Thank you for everybody's patience who has been with us this long.